I know what I wanted. I wanted this family. I wanted too much for my sister wives. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. Please hit the subscribe button and give this episode a thumbs up. Kody Brown, star of Sister Wives, is accustomed to provoking controversy, but this time he's exchanging the drama of polygamy for military exercises. The celebrity recently appeared in Special Forces, World's Toughest Test Season 4. Even though he overcame some difficult obstacles, his comments attracted as much interest as his performance. He got a larger platform and a louder microphone for his most recent TV project, but is he making good use of them? The seasoned reality TV star acknowledged that some of his viewpoints may sound sexist, and he wasn't incorrect. Kody gave viewers a lot to think about, from his concept of what makes a man strong to his conviction that women crave love above all else. His time in Special Forces is demonstrating that his mental toughness is more important than his physical stamina. His remarks immediately stoked discussion among followers who were already familiar with his background. Robyn Brown, one of the sister wives, was concerned about Kody's Special Forces stunt. Robyn didn't want him to enter Special Forces, World's Toughest Test, because she worries about everyone, according to Sister Wives actress Kody Brown. He revealed that before he approached her, she had avoided talking about it for about 2 months. "I know you're going to do it," Robyn acknowledged. "I am unable to stop you." Although Kody acknowledged that the choice may have been stupid, he claimed to have enjoyed the challenge and considered it spiritual, as it inspired him to maintain his fitness. The couple often avoids watching their own show, but surprisingly, Robyn now wants to see him on screen. Robyn will watch, Kody said. But his ex-wives probably won't. Kody's most sexist remarks about sister wives in Special Forces. Kody informed cameras early in the season debut that he believes men and women have different emotional requirements. "Men want to be respected," he said, "while women want to be loved." He went on to clarify that he doesn't care if people love him, but respect is something that cannot be compromised. Viewers found this comment to be both direct and out of date. He continued after that. Kody also asserted that to do hard things is to be good at being a man. His definition of manhood, which was centered only on toughness and self-improvement, was a wonderful fit for the Special Forces environment. However, it also mirrored the strict gender norms he had previously expressed. Completing these difficult tasks was more important to Kody than simply completing the course. It served to strengthen his reputation as a capable masculine leader. Kody went on to say that his kids were a major source of inspiration for him. "The show gave me a chance to fight back against both aging and doubt." He said he wanted people to see that he could still do the impossible and fight off the image of being an old man. He believed that demonstrating perseverance to his children was just as important as making it through the program. But in the performance, was he even truthful? "No," is the response. Kody acknowledged employing a self-defense tactic. He once pretended to wheeze during workouts in order to get the teachers to stop pushing him. Some people might find it ingenious, but others see it as just another instance of Kody breaking the law to further his personal interests. He is always looking for methods to take charge in difficult circumstances. Robyn Brown, a sister wife, calls her husband Kody a pig for wanting a second wife. Season of Sister Wives is off to a tumultuous start for viewers. Tensions between Kody Brown and his current wife, Robyn, are already building as the Brown family gets ready to make a comeback on TLC screens. Viewers have seen Kody manage life with several spouses throughout the years. However, the family dynamic has changed as a result of recent separations. Since Christine, Janelle, and Meri have all divorced Kody, he and Robyn are the only pair living together. The potential addition of a second sister bride is the main topic of discussion in the teaser for the upcoming season. Robyn's response indicates that she is not at all on board with the concept, even though Kody has entertained it. The tone for what seems to be a season full of emotional tension, miscommunications, and candid confessions is established by their chat over a dinner date. Sister Wives, Kody makes jokes about Robyn in the trailer for season in the teaser for Sister Wives season. Kody Brown reveals a new side. He makes fun of Robyn for the first time, referring to her as the wife who prevents him from being naughty. He then laughs slightly. Is there problems in their paradise, since this was the first time he made fun of his wife? Conversely, Kody is attempting to patch things up with Christine, Janelle, and Meri in one-on-one conversations. Additionally, he gets an email from a woman who wants to become a member of the family. As they ultimately wrap up the Kody Pass chapter, Robyn will battle Meri and Janelle. PM. On September th, the new season will debut. E.t. On TLC. Sister Wives, Robyn's irate response to Kody's confession. Kody recently voiced his worries about his relationship with Robyn in a video. Something so unique may be jeopardized, he explained. He makes a suggestion that he might think about taking a different wife for a reason he knows Robyn wouldn't entirely agree with. Robyn cuts him off before he can say anything more, stressing that there is no guarantee of success. Kody then acknowledges that sexual attraction serves as his primary motivation. He acknowledges that his interest in a new relationship at this point in his life would mostly be based on how attractive she is. However, he asserts that he also desires an emotional connection. Robyn swiftly highlights how flimsy this logic appears to be. This is the very worst reason, she tells him, emphasizing that he is not entirely aware of his appearance. Robyn doesn't hold back during a confession. Kody was described by her as a bit of a pig. Over any fleeting attraction, she cherishes their emotional connection. For fans, this scene emphasizes the difference between Robyn's need for stability and deep connection, and Kody's impetuous physical approach. Kody's previous relationships with his ex-wives are also mentioned in the plot. Although some viewers might find the prospect of a second wife intriguing, Christine has already voiced concerns that this choice could backfire. She says that Kody shouldn't ruin their relationship because it feels like a soulmate connection. Viewers will probably witness how Kody strikes a balance between his needs and Robyn's unambiguous boundaries as season promises more family conflict. Although the arena this time looks considerably different from the typical desert landscapes of Kody Pass, or the living rooms full of tense family arguments, Kody Brown, the head of the well-known Sister Wives family, has once again taken center stage. As part of his most recent television endeavor, Kody is now trekking through mud, crawling under barbed wire, and experiencing bone-chilling circumstances rather than negotiating the difficulties of plural marriage. He just participated in the latest season of Special Forces, World's Toughest Test, a reality show that puts famous people in uncomfortable situations and puts them through survival tests akin to those faced by the military. Kody's narrative has been linked to his multiple families' disintegration for years. Viewers of Sister Wives have seen him battle to mend connections with several of his children, lose 3 marriages, and cling tenaciously to his life with Robyn, his surviving wife. But this time, instead of talking about property conflicts at Kody Pass or defending his shifting allegiances, Kody has decided to put his fortitude to the test in front of a national audience by substituting combat-style endurance for family feuds. However, as is customary, his involvement on the show has shifted the focus from the physical challenges to his unpopular opinions, direct statements, and his family's response to his newfound need for approval. Robyn's unwilling assistance and fear. The response. Robyn Brown, Kody's only surviving wife, is among the most startling insights to emerge from this ordeal. Kody said Robyn was first apprehensive about enrolling in the harsh military-style curriculum. She ignored his references to it in silence for weeks, refusing to even talk about it. Robyn saw this as more than just another TV show. It was a perilous commitment that put her husband in danger physically, and thus jeopardized the tenuous feeling of stability she had attempted to preserve since their several households fell apart. Robyn was eventually questioned by Kody regarding her evasion. He clarified that her answer was resigned and instructive. "I know you're going to do it." It was a statement of grudging acceptance, similar to Robyn's relationship with Kody throughout their marriage. "There's no way I can stop you." She frequently presents herself as the encouraging spouse. But underneath, she is really concerned about his choices and how they may impact the family. Robyn gradually moved to a position of cautious support in spite of her worries. She indicated an uncommon willingness to watch his Special Forces episodes, even though she and Kody had frequently avoided watching their own show together because of the awful reality depicted on camera. something deeper is revealed by her change. Maybe she views this as an opportunity for the world to see a Kody she believes in. A man who can persevere, battle, and establish himself outside of the heartbreaking story of broken marriages. Christine's diverse perspective. Kody Brown, the first wife to depart, has a completely different perspective on Kody's time in Special Forces than Robyn, who observes with an encouraging composure. Christine has expressed her dissatisfaction with Kody's lack of effort with their kids, especially when he was absent for significant life events. She finds it far more amazing when he shows up for his children's birthdays, graduations, and late-night talks than when she watches him exert himself in a demanding survival course. According to Christine, she used to put in a lot of effort to persuade her children that their father loved them, frequently comforting them even when his words didn't match his deeds. The story she attempted to maintain gradually lost credibility with the kids. In light of this, Christine believes that Kody's ambition to prove himself as a man on national television is misguided. She has stated that his kids required more affection and presence than outward displays of toughness. Christine does, however, hold out hope that this renewed vigor may one day be directed toward his kids. She made it clear in her recent remarks that she thinks Kody has the capacity to change. She understood that reconciliation is a continuous process and that relationships require time. She was wary about giving her ex-husband too much credit too soon, though, and her tone conveyed the weight of a mother who had been let down too often. Kody's divisive statements on respect and manhood. It was inevitable that Kody's time on Special Forces would come under examination, and his own statements made sure that fans would have much to analyze. He expressed his opinions about the differences between men and women early in the season, saying that men want to be respected and women want to be loved. Online discussions were triggered by the comment right away, with some criticizing it as misogynistic and out of date. On the other hand, supporters contended that Kody was merely expressing stereotypical views on gender. In any case, the comment demonstrated how Kody still bases his identity on respect, which he has consistently sought from his wife and kids, frequently more so than love or empathy. Kody reiterated his definition of masculinity in another instance, declaring that to do hard things is to be good at being a man. For him, the course was more than just a contest. It was a test of his own significance. He wanted his kids to perceive him as someone who could still take on the impossible, even if he was getting older and his reputation had been damaged by family drama. Viewers, however, did not miss the irony. Kody, who has frequently been chastised for not addressing the emotionally taxing hard things in his family, was now challenging himself to scale walls and endure frigid seas. It confirmed for several admirers that Kody would rather make showy displays of strength than deal with the more difficult task of vulnerability and reconciliation. His approach. Having fun versus dealing with reality. Kody's admission that he feigned wheezing during exercises to get out of more punishment from the instructors was possibly the most illuminating moment. Others saw this as just another instance of Kody breaking the law to maintain his own sense of power, while others saw it as a cunning tactic. Critics have often charged him with influencing events to further his goals, whether in property discussions, family conflicts, or more recently, survival issues. Kody demonstrated the same survival strategies he has employed in relationships by exaggerating his fragility to protect himself from more difficult tasks, steer clear of the most difficult situations, change the subject, and keep control of the story to feel powerful. His assertions that he wanted to prove himself to his kids and followers were called into question by this discovery. What message does it convey to onlookers if demonstrating power necessitates lying? The current situation of the Brown family. All of this takes place against the backdrop of a broken Brown family that is still attempting to define itself after their split. Outside of multiple marriages, Christine has remarried and created a new life, embracing freedom and love. By concentrating on her personal endeavors and finding strength and simplicity, Janelle is forging her way toward independence. Meri has redefined her tale outside of Kody's shadow by concentrating on her own endeavors and self-discovery. Kody, meanwhile, is still stuck with Robyn and is working to improve his private and public lives. The gap between him and a large number of his offspring is still evident, though. His involvement in Special Forces may be interpreted as a metaphor for his present life, which is demanding, lonely, and exhausting, with both avoidance tactics and flashes of bluster. It remains to be seen if this voyage results in real growth or merely another layer of spectacle. A man confronting his own ghost, Kody, frequently portrays his struggles as external, whether they be against the physical demands of special forces, the difficulties of maintaining many residences together, or the cultural misperception of plural marriage. However, a lot of people contend that he has always been his own hardest opponent. His children and ex-wives are haunted by the ghosts of his past choices, which include harsh words, neglect, and favoritism. Those memories cannot be erased by crawling through mud or toting bulky luggage. Nevertheless, Christine's recent statement that she hopes things may improve reverberates. That hope is still alive, but brittle. The Brown family will find reconciliation through open dialogue, actions-based apologies, and the gradual restoration of trust rather than through TV stunts or manly statements. Final thoughts: although Kody Brown's entry into Special Forces would appear to be just another phase of his lengthy reality TV career, it shows much more than just how resilient he is to fatigue or pain. It reveals his obsession with respect, his need for approval, and his continuous battle to balance his perception of himself with that of others. It's a test of Robyn's patience and anxiety. It serves as a reminder of misdirected energy for Christine. It's a complex act that might or might not help his kids get closer to the father they once desired. Additionally, it is a performance and a request for Kody to be perceived as a guy who is still striving to define strong according to his own standards, rather than as someone who has been degraded by loss. It is questionable whether this conflict will result in real change or just be another one of his many televised theatrics. One thing is certain though, Kody Brown still lives at the nexus of spectacle and conflict, where every decision is both a private battle and a public spectacle. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Get more updates daily. See you soon.